seen Rosalina very prominent. Obviously, Dabuz basically was the only
literally the only represented. Yeah, Dabuz doing well with her, but when you have only one representative of a character, it's pretty hard to find content and even people to work with.
Very, very tough. All right, as Solo looking to make a massive, massive upset here against Luugi. Going to see if it is possible. Honestly, if you're going to go against Luigi and you have a little geezer who can just go and stand in front of you, I'd say that's a pretty good thing to have against the Luigi.
Yeah, if you can play Pokemon against Luigi, you're going to do it for sure.
I'm just waiting for Luigi to 0 to death with Luma.
You take for all the others.
I'm just waiting. It's like that Squidward image where he has the room full of alarm clocks. It's like just throwing another one out. And massive opening coming out from Solo, actually taking out Luugi. Not able to get anything started. It is very, very hard. This Luma in the way, just really being a thorn in Luugi's side. Can't get it going. You have to take down both health bars.
Indeed, and the problem is every time you want to focus on Luugi, on the Luma, Rosalina is just going to have a field day. Never mind. Field day might. Good catch here. One opening was enough for Luugi to try to even things out, but this game is, even if it's not on the favor of Luugi. Up to the point, Solo isn't up 10%, Luugi can just go from 0 to death for sure.
Exactly. And you can see, obviously, there are bonuses and weaknesses to playing Rosalina in this matchup. You have a buffer. You have that Luma who can disrupt so much of what Luigi wants to do. However, you're also a pretty big body, all right? Let me tell you, Rosalina, she's got it going on.
Pretty big body and pretty light body too. In the end of the day, you can just die at one of those, again, classic combos we saw from Luugi. And the thing about Luugi is he doesn't need 0 to death. Sure, he's going to fish for them a lot. My goodness, what is a beautiful catch.
Going to be fishing way down there, deep ocean, all right? Mariana Trench. Solo in the driver's seat right now.
Definitely. I mean, he's just literally started the car without Luugi in it at this point.
Good to see. Very good to see. Obviously, that's the scary thing about Luigi in general. All right, you can never feel safe. And Luugi has done this kind of thing
so many times, just like that. Look at that. Going for the DI out, you sure about it? Okay, going to punish with back here. Next one is going to get a kill for sure. And if you want to let me just hit that Luma for free, I'm going to take it, you can be sure of it. Okay, Luma fights back.
Oh, no. Catch these hands. These stubby little galactic hands, boy. Force back right there. And look at this. Look at the wall that Solo is putting up. Luugi desperately trying to get in. That's the problem with that plunger. Obviously, it gives you so much advantage because it's a long projectile. But it is laggy. It's just normally impossible to punish.
Yes, indeed. When you're Rosalina, you can do whatever you want because of that Luma already. I think that Luma survives way too much compared to all the others, and compared to the damage output he's been having up to this point. Get rid of Luma! Okay!
Bam! Bam! Raw kill screen.
Peter, stand down. Peter, I see you.
And that's got to be incredibly frustrating for Luugi. Obviously, you know, you've played these kinds of matchups before where you play against things like Olimar or Samus, where you have to overcome these walls, right?
Yeah.
But when the wall also has autonomy.
When the wall comes to you, what did it do?
Exactly. It's an absolute nightmare. Obviously, I will. My money is still on Luugi. I think a Game 1 adaptation is definitely on it. Really? Shake 5. There it is.
If I can spite on the Brits, I'm going to spite on the Brits.
Listen. Luugi doesn't lose these, all right? 3 tornadoes is all it is.
All it takes? Let's see how it goes then.
We don't need 0 to deaths.
All right, this is how it begins, and you're right for now. They did find a quick opening, but Luma is still alive, and that's why, as long as Luma is alive, I think Luugi will have issues for sure.
It is very appropriate that we're on the Kingdom Hearts stage.
Beautiful recovery, though.
Very, very amazing. Yeah, no, very appropriate that we're here because obviously we have to beat down these multiple health bars. You've got to just keep slamming Lumas until you can get your hands on the main course.
Goodness me, and how hard it is to get their hands on you. Get over here!
Fantastic stuff. Solo holding down center stage with the Luma because they were trying to stop Luugi from dropping down through the platform, but instead Luugi just barrels straight in, finds a kill off the side.
Finally, we got kill on the side, and you could see the attempt of Solo to even things out without S-Smash. Not going to connect, unfortunately, but that Luma just suffered for all the others before him.
My goodness, Rosalina all on their own. There's the misfire, but good stuff. Is absolutely fine. Almost back right there, but Solo going aggressive.
Interesting, he went for the the Ferris here. He didn't read the DI correctly on the side of Luugi, not going to connect, unfortunately, and he's kind of just giving him way to respite, way to get back into that game. Oh, sorry, to just extend his advantage, sorry.
Of course. And, yeah, get out of here. Skedaddle. Now you can see the Luugi has actually mixed up the strategy here a bit. Obviously, typically what they're looking for is they're finding these kind of mid-stage grounded combos.
He got back.
Instead, Luugi is prioritizing throwing Solo off the side because it's so much harder to utilize Luma in the air when you're trying to recover. Luma in disadvantage. Very difficult, and there's another kill for Luugi.
And look at definitely cackling around this one, just going for the random down B here in the middle of the stage and finding a good kill out of it. Solo definitely unhappy about the situation, obviously, specifically when you're getting comboed like this without a single grab to start things up.
Very tough. On the way back, sending Luma off. Fantastic. There's your opener. How does Solo defend against this? By going aggressive, apparently.
Interesting interesting options. Seems like Solo will have to shift a few things here and there. He wants to keep on going for the aggressive. Maybe do it while Luma is here, right? That could help a bit.
Certainly is. Answered back very quickly.
As you were saying before, good change on the side of Luugi. He decided to incentivize on the moment he could press his fists in that little Luma body and get him off the stage. And he did manage to, again, just push Solo into his rear, his last resources. Going to have to get in without Luma to just support him. And we saw how it backfired.
Yeah, it's like boxing, all right? You've got to keep your hands up. You've got to keep your hands up, folks. Keep your Lumas up, all right? Because they're going to keep you holding. Get away from me. We're going to see if Solo can readapt. I do think it's definitely possible. I think they're on to something really smart here. And they could... Ooh, my goodness. Yoshi's.
Oh, I know you do not
like
Yoshi.
No, I see it. Don't worry.
I know you don't like Yoshi's, but again, it's not you playing right now.
It is true.
Luma just went to dash attack for all the others again. But again, I do respect how Solo decided to just use Luma to defend himself.
Ooh. Not quite defending that. Opts not to catch the Luma back. Instead, trying to keep the aggression going. Luugi able to maneuver around him. Fantastic stuff. But Solo, he's making his way back.
Solo using his down there again and again to just try to go for the lingering hitbox and just keep the recovery of Luugi. Not happening this time around, unfortunately. You can see Luugi just keeping his patience in all those situations, knowing exactly when to press a button to avoid the edge guard of Solo up to now.
Fantastic stuff. Luugi just falling slightly in that opening gambit. Luma's down. This could be the opener, but I do like Solo's confidence. All right,
Yep.
He's more than happy to go aggressive, even when it's not on the part, because if you give Luugi an inch, he will take a mile. Forced up into the air, a tornado will kill. Luugi not committing just yet, though. There's the grab.
Yeah, good DI this time around. I guess he's got saved by the slope. The back edge didn't connect. He will survive a bit more, and that Luma will just go in the battle here to help Solo get back on the stage.
Fantastic stuff. There's the grab sent up to the side. Are we going to go deep? Luma's here.
Yep. Very, very early recovery. This time it's weird enough to not one token. This down D was stale for sure.
Absolutely a nightmare. Forced up into the side, forced out. Ooh, reversed by the tornado.
You know what? If it doesn't work the first time, no, the second, go for the third time.
Exactly. It's not matching. It's conditioning.
Exactly. They will never expect you to go for it again.
Ooh! Terrified of the spike coming out from Rosalina right there as Luugi's on the back.
Looking on his back on his last retrenchments here. Let's see if he's going to be enough. 2 grabs in a row while Solo wasn't even around him. Interesting. You know the intention. You know what he wants to go for. How do you react if you're Solo? Do you want to contest it, or are you just going to play it safe?
It is a nightmare. It's just an absolute puzzle to solve. Good drift coming out from Luugi to keep himself safe.
And again, Luma having a field day here. Compared to the previous game, you can see how Solo is just incentivizing on the fact this Luma survived for so long. want to bet on the next color? I think it's going to be a green one.
I think it's going to be a, like that pale pink one.
Okay, let's see now.
Ah!
Check my hand. He takes a green to kill a green. Let's see if he can get the kill move this time.
Color coordinated. All right, green means go, and Luugi is just stopped in his
There was
track.
a smash in it. He just tanked a whole smash from Luma.
Bold, very bold. I gotta say. Oh, he went green and. What did he say?
Alas.
The traffic light system. All right, it works. Let me tell you. Oh my goodness!
Got the revenge for his brother. This is the Mario Luma.
This is. So up to the side. There it is. I mean, it should be over.
Yeah.
There it is.
Good bait again. You think you can punish it? No, you can't. That's your trick. You don't.
It's very tight execution. And hey, I've got to give a shout out to the stage selection. All right, Solo, he really cooked taking them to Yoshi's. All right, so hard to maneuver.
Yoshi's a good counter pick.
I'm starting to think Yoshi's might be a good counter pick. All right. Obviously, when you do it, it's because you've been eating crayons before you started playing friendlies. But when Solo does
now
it,
you didn't play me, so yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good. Well, I think there's a lot of intelligence to it. I think the fact that Luugi has to work a lot harder to hit the ground is great. I think lower ceilings. Like, obviously, Luugi is going to kill you much earlier through tornadoes, which is great, but I think off the sides, and especially those slants, right? Rosalina's basically playing a cover-based shooter. You chill on the slants, you send Luma forward, and suddenly you have to overcome a massive deficit to get involved.
Ooh! Yeah! Alright, good call by Luugi, going for the up right now, not using and not burning his double jump because he knew he was in dire situation anyway. He's going to get back on the stage, but goodness me, that was a very, very scary situation for him. And the next one will be red. So,
very tough. Very tough indeed. Making our way back in. Luma's back on the call, but Luugi, I'm going to beat them both back at the same time.
I mean, he can push that. He can just. Oh! Fumble from the side of Luugi, going to get punished accordingly by. Oh, okay. Very kind of solo to just go for fair, and that's it.
That was a massive fumble. That was easily a kill for him. Gonna have to improvise, gonna have to work a little bit harder. Luma's back on deck, but we're slowly closing ground. Dangerous.
Spacing of Solo with that Luma is out clean right now. As long as Luma is in there, Luugi is going to have a bad day.
That's the stuff. This matchup is just so volatile. It's absolutely crazy. Can we overcome it?
Oh, come on!
My goodness, that was almost clinical. Luugi surviving by the skin of his teeth, beating back both at the same time. Can we find a kill off the side here? It's not entirely likely, but Luugi is keeping the threat alive.
Yeah, you know, Solo is just waiting for his Luma to come back. This is the yellow one. This is the goat one we just saw earlier. He will survive. No, he's dead! Ah! And you have to wait for another 10 seconds to get another one and try to go for the kill option, unless you want to take the risk. And it seems like Luugi is going to incentivize on it. You want to get back to me? Sure, let me take that stock real quick.
Speedrun strat, die so that you can go back to the Angel platform and get your Luma back for free.
That yellow Luma has been on stage 3 times in a row. He wants to keep going in. Let me in, coach.
Get me back in, coach.
I can still do it, coach.
I've still got it. I got one more in me! Forced off to the side. Again, we're actually slowing things down here, which is quite interesting. I think it's very important to reset every now and again in a matchup like this, just to sort of reevaluate what is Solo doing that is keeping Luugi out, and what is Luugi cooking up in his mind that Solo needs to learn to defend against.
Yeah, and you see already Solo trying to ice Luugi a bit here, just going for the very small skirmishes instead of trying to find a good advantage phase. And it seems like it's working because Luugi is again just kind of trying to find his footing in that game, in that stock. That is
very difficult. But Nair's doing massive work for Solo as the R-Force nice and high. Gonna see if we can find it up here instead. Nope, Nair's just to cover any aggressive option.
And Luma's out. Okay,
honestly, at this point, I'm starting to think that Nair is just Rosalina's falling animation.
Alright, 100% both sides. You know these two characters will die at the next interaction for sure, as long as Luma is here.
Oh, see, that's got to be it.
No!
Wasn't quite ready for the arc. Woo!
And again, checkmate situation by Solo. You want to get for the normal get up? Hey, Luma's there to greet you. You want to go for the roll? Welcome into my out smash.
Stuff to go up and out. Now things are looking dire. Alright, Luugi could bow out to Solo here. Drop down to losers. They can't stabilize right now, but Solo has to hold fast, has to stay strong. Whatever they're doing, all right, it is working. So hold firm, stay true, and take down BMS Luugi. You've proven it's possible. Can you send it all the way?
Mixing it up this time around, not going for the get up, the dash attack, going for the grab is going to be enough to again take the advantage. And that Luma just, again, finding a good depth smash to take a clear lead in damage. But as long as Luugi does have his grabs, you know the game isn't done.
Certainly isn't. Certainly isn't right there. Patient coming out. I do like Luugi's positioning in the center, throwing a plunger on the top and the bottom just to try and stagger the Luma slightly. We're in a bad position here.
Trying to get back on stage, obviously using that platform to just kind of mixing up his recoveries. But again, Luma is there. Time to maybe express yourself, Solo. Time to maybe cleanly finish it all. And never mind, and he's gone.
Luma on right. We've seen Solo's fine before, but the tornado comes out, sends him up high, and we've equalized 2-2.
You just gave him 4 opportunities to read your defensive options. You want to go around the platform and hover over it? Guess what? I can go up there and catch with it down B. Good call out by Luugi, pressing the trigger at the perfect moment to take a stock, take the game, and bringing us to the first game 5 of our block, Dave.
Oh, isn't it wonderful? Isn't it a joy to see? And this is Regen, baby, all right?
This
the
is the
upsets, the passion, the fire. Christ, inject it, Nico. Get it into my veins.
Told you this set was going to be cracked.
That's what I'm talking about. Any time with Luugi is a good time, all right? But I am so impressed with Solo. I am flabbergasted at the technical prowess of this character in the face of massive odds.
I am also flabbergasted. No ton of characters, obviously, from both sides. You're going to be stay with these two. The question is, which stage are we going in? It's going to be PS2.
Okay,
so,
folks.
More options, I would say, for Solo to get back on the stage when Luma isn't there to help him.
Let's find out. A much bigger stage, all right? We mentioned before, there are moments where the pace slows down and both players have to reevaluate their strategies. This stage is going to give them a lot of time to play with that. As I like Luugi's strategy now, has tried to take stray hits onto the Luma instead of trying to throw them off the side. They're well aware of how much of a beating it can take.
Panic down B here by Luugi, working in compared to over-aggressive for Solo.
Let's find out. Moving on, holding center right there. Those fireballs doing a really great job. Once again, we're retreating to take down the Luma.
Yeah, and it seems like Luugi got his plan kind of fixed at this point. Get rid of Luma and Gen profit. And it's working quite well. Look at that. You can't do anything against those whirl of fireballs. Unless if you use a down B, I guess, Solo, you still have a way to counter those projectiles.
Exactly. We're slowly grinding up the damage right now. Luugi having to play a lot more creatively. You can't find those touch of deaths. It's just not possible. So you got to play good, honest Smash Brothers. Well, as honest as it can be.
Yeah. It's all about cheating without getting caught. 10% lead here for Solo. La Luma available now to try to get a kill. Sorry, 10%, now 30% lead for Luugi.
Well, I like to see a good catch. Are we going to find a tornado? Yes,
baby! Catch indeed. And Luugi going for the lead here already. And already ramping up percent on the second stock of Solo of what may be his last game here in Winners. Oh my goodness.
Up to the side. There's the send. 2-2, looking disgustingly close here, Nico.
Disgustingly close indeed. No Luma to help you on this one. You only have a 14% lead, and those platforms will be useful for Solo to just stall it out. Look at him running around, trying to avoid Luugi while Luma isn't here.
That's the stuff. We've got
it's the yellow one. Now. It's the GOAT itself.
He's back, baby. All right, the icon.
It's already doing more work than all the others. Interesting.
Listen, that Luma's better than you, mate.
Oh, come on. What?
Force back up into the edge. Trapped on the platform. Good nair sent into the side. 90 on Luugi right now. This could be a kill. Good drift. Great reversal. Fantastic conversion as Luma plummets down to the depths. And the situation is all but reversed here, Nico.
Yes, indeed. Good opening here by Luugi to try to end things out. But be wary. Luma is back. And it's going to be the red one. All right. 40% lead. But there's way for Luugi Solo to go for like a cheeky smash. Ooh. Unless you're looking and go for the cheeky down there.
And that could have sealed the fate of the set right now. Solo needs to find a kill here. Down air of their own. Are we going to find it? Yes! Keep it coming!
Last hit, last stock scenario is going to be, my dear Dave. 9% lead only for Solo. Luugi is still having the option to go for a 0 to death at this point. Can he find the grab? We haven't seen a single one really effective up to now. Is it going to be the moment for him? Is it going to be the moment for him to again prove that Regen is his tournament?
This could be an incredible upset if Solo can just stay focused, but Luugi, tried, tested, veteran. This is his home ground.
Right, going for the side again, and the crowd cheering for Luugi, obviously. Good dash attack. Is it going to be a read into another dodge into a death smash?
It's looking so dire. Solo wants to finish it with a smash, but it's just not possible. Luugi able to take a fight back, set off to the side. There it is. This next interaction could send it, Nico.
He's going to have the Luma spawn back, and now it's time for the aggressive again for the side of Solo. Unless we get rid of that Luma quickly. No Luma, all right.
No opening. If you're Solo.
No way!
Aggressive. There it is!
He finds it! The only opening he got, the only moment we wasn't there to save Solo's ass. He jumps in, go for the grab. That only grab indeed managed to connect the whole set. Go for the down throw, go for the RB, and then go for the pop off.
BMS reigns supreme. Luugi, when push came to shove, when it was all on the cards, he delivers.
He delivers, and now he goes for the shake. Fist bump. After popping off. He's taking bad habits from Crepsale, popping off in the whole venue before going in for the fist bump.
Incredible set.
Incredible set. Incredible, again, performance from Solo here. Up to the very last moment, getting us on the edge of our seat, and we are standing up. I mean, to give you an idea.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And those replays will show you just how tough this was. A game of true strategy, trying to overcome. Rosalina putting up such a consistent wall. So difficult to get in. And I'm sure, Nico, as someone who also struggles to approach women, you could respect it, all right?
You want to end it all on this one?
It was taken down. It was a fantastic display from Luugi just to stay strong. But Solo, my goodness, falling down to losers. But what a monstrous performance.
What a monstrous performance indeed.